What going, YouTube, man? It's your boy G Smalls. I'm coming at y'all boys with another video, man. And today we're reacting to WNBA stars went after Caitlin Clark and got humbled. Now I'm sure we can all think of maybe a few instances, or maybe even many instances, or maybe even just one instance. You know what I'm saying? There has been many times where people went after Caitlin Clark, and some of them we both know, we all know what the outcome is. But if you guys did click on this video, I truly do appreciate you for watching. I hope you're having a great, incredible day. Shout out to Lord and Savior Jesus Christ allowing me to be here, like all to be here, and everything done for us truly. Thank you, Jesus Christ. But with all that being said, man, without further ado, let's get into the video, baby. Oh,
Chennedy Carter now with 12 points off the
bench. I remember my first time ever seeing that. Wait, dang, that looks even worse from that angle.
In pain after she caught that fingertip in the eye or right around it.
I'm sorry my face is red. I just, you know what I'm saying, shave my face. So, you know what I'm saying,
to hit her in the eye. I feel like I'm just at the point where you accept it and don't retaliate. Like, you know, just let them hit you. Be what it is. Don't let it get inside your head, and know it's coming. I think at this point, like, I know I'm going to take a couple hard shots a game. It is what it is.
I'm going to take a hard shot a game. She said I'm going to take a couple hard shots a game. She said I'm going to get hit, whatever you get to it. Now, obviously, everybody's going to get hit. I'm not saying nobody's going to get hit. But you're going to take a couple of hard shots a game. And some of the shots she's taking, bro, you know what I'm saying, that adds up. You know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, it's going to add up. And she said, yeah, well, I'll take it. But you know what I'm saying, like, bro, what? How is that even normalized, bro? Make it make sense, bro. Like, come on, dude. That don't even make sense, dude.
Caitlin Clark's arrival in the WNBA was eagerly awaited by both fans and experts, as the brightest star of college basketball now shines a new light on the women's professional league. However, it seems the league's veterans didn't get them.
She's a new star, and she got worried about taking a couple of hits a game, you know what I'm saying, or just getting straight up rammed over.
Beating Clark with a mix of tough defense, dismissive quotes, and outright taunting. While this kind of treatment is typical for rookies stepping into the big leagues,
that's true.
With Clark, everything has been heightened, leading to an unprecedented level of trash talk.
What number 11
However, her rivals are quickly learning that poking the bear might not be the best idea. Increasingly,
those who have dared
to disrespect
right? She wanted to slam her right there.
Find themselves on the wrong end of a revenge game. Each deep three-pointer Clark drains over a rival who previously insulted her sends a clear message to any future challengers. She's not one to mess with. This is a clear indication of a superstar
think Kenny got that Mamba mentality?
Particularly when you consider how quickly Clark has adapted to a new style of basketball and a much tougher level of competition. While almost everyone agrees that she has the talent to excel at the highest level, her toughness and ability to handle physicality have been questioned both by the media and her opponents. Early in her rookie year, Clark became a prime target for WNBA players seeking attention, and the treatment persisted even as her performance noticeably improved and she began putting up historic numbers. To her credit, Clark never seemed fazed, always maintained her composure when discussing opponents, and began standing her ground when bigger, more experienced players tried to push her around.
That right there, bro, the fact that, because normally, bro, it's extremely hard to keep your composure, especially if it just keeps happening over and over and over again. So the fact that that's even, a thing for her to just keep her composure, you know what I'm saying, and calm like it's normal, is just crazy to me already how it is. Now, because normally, bro, especially in that, in that particular situation, people are getting up mad fast, getting up her face or saying something, whatever. But she just got up the other way and just ran
Clark's haters include players of different profiles,
that's a different level
ranging from fellow rookies
you know what I'm saying,
to aging
composure,
superstars. Apparently, many WNBA players think they are better than Clark, but are unable to back up their rude words and actions when it counts the most. A common theme is appearing trash-talking a player as talented and competitive as Caitlin Clark is highly likely to bring out the natural-born scorer in her. Let's look at some instances of bad behavior by WNBA players backfiring on them. Dana Evans of the Chicago Sky is a fiery guard who makes up for lack of size by competing very hard and never giving up on the play.
Oh, she a little pat bad, she a little miss.
Clark and the Indiana Fever in a WNBA regular season game. The diminutive point guard standing at just 5'6" felt the need to...
Bro, she's 5'6". I mean, I ain't gonna lie, that's okay average for a girl, though. So, I mean, that's not nothing crazy. Dang, she's short. I mean, she's not short for a girl, to be honest. But, you know, I mean, it's hooping, so kind of, you know, you get what I'm saying.
A rookie that no easy points are given in the pro league. That's what any competitor
She armbarred her
do,
like her
but
best.
Unfortunately,
She had
Evans
like
crossed the line
like
between
this.
playing tough defense and engaging in a street fight. Just take a look at this collision that caused a lot of
like she's doing it on purpose. She could
easily
easy let go. Come on. It ain't never that serious. You could bend like
and approach the basket. Dana Evans locked elbows with the rookie and basically crashed her into a waiting defender, the stout Chennedy Carter. More about her in a minute. The result was a human sandwich.
And this
where
was
Clark
all
was
this was
literally
insane
smashed
game
by both opponents and was lucky to avoid serious injury. That wasn't all. As some
and she just smiling
that the microphones didn't pick up. This highly emotional flare-up might have shaken up the confidence of a lesser player, but for Clark, it merely provided some extra motivation to get back at her tormentor by scoring.
Don't blame her. It would provide me some motivation too, getting didn't like that.
Swish, swish, and swish. It's clear that Clark is not easily intimidated and that she is more than willing to endure some physical pain to prove her worth as a basketball player. Instead of looking for payback in the form of physical altercation, she simply took control of the game and reminded everyone why she is one of the most feared players with the ball in her hand.
Greatest, the single
The Chicago Sky wanted to bait
Is that Glaze chat? No, it's not.
losing her cool, but ended up losing the game in part due to ill-advised fouls on Clark. WNBA players are not chirping at Caitlin Clark only after they get frustrated with her offensive feats. They are frequently objecting to her defensive plays too. Despite criticizing her for being soft and unprepared for physical contact, Clark also gets the heat when she starts applying the same kind of physicality.
Yeah, but I would get mad too. I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Not only is like, you feel me? She's giving me the bucks, but now she's being physical back with me too. And I ain't gonna lie, if I got blocked by Caitlin Clark, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be heated. You know what I'm saying? I'll hide it. You know what I'm saying? I won't show it, but I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna make me furious. I mean, I see why they get mad. You know what I'm saying? She doing offense. They just get blocked by it.
With Chennedy Carter, a high-scoring wing playing for the Phoenix Mercury.
I don't blame her.
After her drive to the
you shouldn't go crazy. Well, yeah, I do blame her, but still.
Clark, Carter immediately started talking trash and attempted to get in Clark's face. While the situation never deteriorated to the level that would endanger the players, it serves as a good example of the double standards that Caitlin has to live with every night. The video clearly shows what happened, although unfortunately we don't have a transcript of what was said in the heat of the moment. Any basketball coach would tell you that when you need to commit a foul, you should make sure the opponent doesn't score, and that's really all that Caitlin Clark did on that play. Apparently, Chennedy Carter didn't think so.
Okay. That probably wasn't the cleanest block. I mean, from that camera, it looked a little clean, but it probably wasn't the cleanest. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, hey, no easy lays. It's not like, you know, she trusted you to just straight up grab you down or
and
something.
She needed to be separated from Clark.
At least I don't think so.
Who remained cool and merely retorted, it was just a foul, before walking away to avoid further conflict. While we can't really judge what was on Copper's mind when she reacted to the foul, it's fair to ask whether the identity of her opponent played a role, and whether she would have started talking so aggressively had someone else fouled.
No, I'm not talking about
like that. I'm talking about like Caitlin decided to let her game do the talking. Despite all the provocations, she refused to change her approach and played a steady game.
Let me guess, they lost. Yeah, of course they lost.
Fever victory in front of the home fans. The score remained close well into the final quarter. But
I mean, I get it for some people, but I never understood the reason why, like, just some players, especially like the defenders, I mean, it kind of is their job, but like, I don't understand why, like, they talk trash to certain people or like they just poke the bear. Like, for example, why would you talk trash to LeBron James, bro? I mean, I'm not saying you back down either. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying certain instances. Why would you talk trash to LeBron? Why would you talk trash to Kevin Durant, Stephanie Curry, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, and whoever else? In this case, why would you talk trash to Caitlin Clark? I mean, she don't even do nothing to you. I mean, she might just give you buckets. You know what I'm saying? That foul, okay, she fouled you. It could have been far worse. It wasn't nothing crazy. Just make sure you didn't make the layup. You didn't get the bucket. Or just ramming her over because you just hit a mid range, even though you know what I'm talking about, for no reason. Like, poking the bear never ends up well, and then what happens whenever y'all lose? You just, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand it.
Mercury mount a comeback. When it was time to seal the deal, Caitlin skillfully navigated through a bunch of double teams and unselfishly passed the ball to open teammates rather than trying to be a
triples,
hero
doubles.
And win all by
I know some of them hedges had to be crazy.
Her final assist of the night was truly a thing of beauty. She is literally toying with the defense and has full awareness of where everyone is on the court.
This guy sounds like this AI sounds like he's glazing. All right. It was a great pass, great find, but bro,
it's somewhat surprising that some of the biggest trash talkers against Caitlin Clark are veteran players who should know better, but nevertheless get caught in a moment and
She did it on purpose.
Sportsmanship.
Whenever you go for a block like that, like once you hit the ball and you know what I'm saying, the ball is out, you don't keep your hand going like that. Or at least that far down. Like she really put the force and the pressure behind that to do that. That ain't normal.
Since she is a 3-time WNBA champion, 3 ex-Israeli league champion, and the reigning
okay,
she,
you know what I'm saying? She got some rings on it.
At the age of 37, she has no business doling out cheap shots to rookies. But during the match against Indiana Fever, she was so concerned about Caitlin Clark scoring on her that she simply whacked her on the head. The following video presents her in a really bad light.
First quarter, the Fever getting their first win
you already
last
showed us
night
like 20
in Los Angeles.
Dang! You see the comeback on her head?
Caitlin to just really...
And she should definitely...
in Los Angeles. That's got to be pretty tough, I would think.
What are you running like this for? You running like you ain't do nothing. Okay, now some people act like they just don't know what they did. Or they just don't know what a foul is. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right.
From acting like this on the basketball court. Not only did Alicia Clark commit a type of foul,
everybody named moms can see that.
But after being called for it, she runs away in a fit of rage, as to imply that she blocked the shot cleanly. That's total nonsense.
If that's clean,
you can literally see Caitlin's head bob back and forth.
You might as well just take fouls out of basketball then.
So Alicia had to be aware that she made contact. Acting all surprised and angry about the ref's call feels totally
I don't understand. Why do players be acting like they don't know like it's a foul? Or they don't know when they just committed a foul when literally everybody else in their mama clear as day can see the foul. Like I never understood, you know what I'm saying, the thought process and the logic of when just athletes in general do that. Yes, you fouled him. Yes, you see it. Why are you trying to, you know, act like you don't know? Just admit to it, buddy. It ain't like you act like you don't know going to change anything. You see what I'm saying?
And honestly, it is more befitting a rookie than a seasoned veteran with a ton of hardware in her trophy case.
True.
Again, it's hard to believe that she would have behaved like that had any other player been the victim of her irresponsible foul. But since there is an underlying animosity against Caitlin Clark across the league, she couldn't just raise her hand and apologize after the fact. Since somebody has to act as an adult in this situation, Caitlin Clark took that responsibility upon herself. As you could see in the previous clip, she just made sure her eye was okay, and then went into a huddle to prepare for the continuation
Maybe 25
of play.
now, but...
No drama, no chasing Alicia Clark around the court, no pretending to be street tough. She took the foul in stride and went straight back to playing basketball.
Straight back to winning ball games.
Only to wake her up and help sharpen her focus, as she was not having the best game before she was hit. Afterwards, she picked up the pace and started putting the ball into the basket with much...
People don't know how to just not poke the bear. It's quite frankly just that simple.
Deficiency.
Just don't do nothing stupid, or don't say nothing that's not necessary.
Here. Watch this screen.
Now that's a nice pass. I mean, this is a whole other game, but that's a nice pass.
Her repertoire of slick passes and deep shots was on full display, and she finished with a double-double again with 13 points and 11 assists.
I mean, but this is a whole different game.
The scoring was a bit under her average, and it wasn't enough to avert a loss to a dominant Aces team that is currently sitting in second place in the Western Conference and features the last year's MVP in Aja Wilson. That's why we can't say that Caitlin Clark truly avenged this foul just yet. Seattle Storm is another team that decided to put Clark to a test and ended up paying dearly for this mistake.
Yeah, Seattle, but you know they're going to lose. I'm sorry.
No distance. Multiple players tried some roughhouse tactics in a futile bid to slow Clark's momentum. One player in particular acted in a way that's not tolerated even on a neighborhood playground, let alone in a professional game broadcast to a
Wait, hold on.
audience.
Neighborhood playground. You might want to take that back. Some neighborhood playgrounds be getting busy. Some things are accepted, actually.
Shooting guard Victoria Vivians, who suited up for the Fever until last year, took exception to Clark's offensive onslaught and started talking trash, while the two were getting back on
what
defense
neighborhood park
after
you go
another
to, that's
deep
normal.
three by Clark. The scene
That is
looked
very
quite
normal.
ugly.
It could normally get worse than that, easily.
And could have gotten even worse if not for Vivian's teammates, who promptly got between her and Clark to prevent an escalation. The home crowd at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse reacted quite loudly to Vivian's attempt to rattle the local hero, but the passions eventually cooled down.
Oh, she's from Seattle?
That wasn't particularly incensed. That would be Caitlin herself, who calmly walked away from all the ruckus and went straight to her coach. Since the incident happened during the second quarter with Seattle ahead by 6 points, there was
who's number 4? Diggins.
During the second
That's the freest blow by. Like, are you even trying to play defense? You know what I'm saying? Put me on the floor. I can do something better than that.
Troops and turn the game around.
Unless she was waiting for
she did that
like
in admirable fashion, and the game became quite one-sided the rest of the way. Let's take a look at some of Caitlin's best moments from the showdown against Victoria Vivians and the Seattle Storm.
Clark I wish like they would have people mic'd up
dominate the game.
I mean, obviously they do like moments like that. I just want to hear
shots from several feet behind the three-point line, even crafty defensive plays that resulted in steals. When it was all said and done, Clark racked up 23 points and 9 assists compared to 0
points. You know
what
I think about whenever we watch videos like this or react to videos like this, bro? Like, dang, there's a whole lot of editing. Like, this video is literally just straight edits. Like, straight edits. Like, dang, you really gotta find these clips. You know, I gotta give props. You know what I'm saying? People have been doing videos like this, bro. Because if y'all don't know, that is a lot. And I mean a lot of work.
Vivians. More importantly, the Fever won by nearly 20 points,
all the slow modes,
coming into the game significantly
cuts,
below Seattle in the standings.
Kind of stuff,
while the game was fought very closely in the first half, the outcome was never in doubt after Clark flipped the switch and lifted the team onto her shoulders. That should be enough to teach Storm players not to try messing with Caitlin's mind.
Come on, get those.
But it remains to be seen whether they learned the lesson. Since the two teams play in different conferences and have no regular season games left, their next matchup likely won't materialize until next season. Diana Taurasi is one of the most decorated players in the women's game, a legendary playmaker that has been the golden standard for point guard play in her generation. With 3 W.
That was nice. You know, I ain't that got tough.
WNBA championships and an MVP award to her name, she has the bona fides to comment on anything in the game that she finds worthy of her attention. Still, she seems to forget that she is at the back end of her illustrious career and that she can't hold the mantle for too much longer. Her reaction to the
when did she retire? She retired already. I'm sure she is. I don't think she's on the team, right?
Was understandable, but the mojo Taurasi is displaying doesn't really match her actual skills.
I mean, yeah, of course you like Caitlin Clark. You see the potential, babe.
That's how she welcomed the young phenom to the league when she was doing media rounds before the WNBA season started.
Reality is coming. Okay. You know, there's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went.
He don't know. He don't know what to do. He don't know what to say. He trying to make sure he don't say nothing wrong.
Of course. And you see it on the NBA side, and you're gonna see it on this side, where you know
she's look superhuman. I said this many times and say it again. Sue Bird is in utter disbelief right now.
But you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time.
While Diana's words don't appear to be too malicious, she is very confident that she is still head and shoulders above the rookie. That might have been true a decade ago.
I mean, yeah, literally, I mean, it's a rookie. I mean, gosh, like, what do you expect?
Old, she isn't exactly in a position
I mean, I don't know if she's head and shoulders even then. But she's not. Anyway, but I mean, she's a rookie. She hasn't even played a game yet.
The gap between perception and reality became obvious for everyone to see.
She hasn't even started yet.
It was time for Diana Taurasi to meet Caitlin Clark on the basketball court.
She's still in the
a couple months.
You know what I'm saying? MP's still in the process. She even got she might not even got drafted. And if she has, she haven't played a game. She just went to team practice facility and that's it.
Later, she had the chance to do that.
Some scrimmages.
But things didn't exactly go to plan. Here is how Clark torched her in their first official WNBA meeting, which ended in a resounding win.
When Diana didn't want to guard? Yeah, I'm already knowing.
Missed a triple-double, finishing with 15 points, 12 assists, and 9 rebounds. While Taurasi did score 19 points for the Phoenix Mercury, she was unable to lead her team to victory.
Clark's
brilliance was on full display, and her assists total proves that she refused to get caught up in an individual battle and looked to find her teammates whenever the defense overacted to the threat of.
Because she knew the clips I was coming. She already knew if she guarded Caitlin Clark, she already knew Caitlin Clark was giving the business. I know that. We all know that. It's common sense. It's not even assuming. It's what would have happened. All right. I don't blame her.
Shooting. While
it is what it is. I mean, at least you know.
No team has beefed with Caitlin Clark more than the Chicago Sky.
It sounds like the whole team, the whole Sky, the whole rack, or Chicago don't like her.
One of them is Chennedy Carter, a rugged and uncompromising player who likes to be the enforcer for her team and sometimes goes too far in her desire to deter opponents from going. Carter is a good player, but her antics often overshadow real basketball qualities and put her in the headlines for all the wrong reasons.
She don't be playing no games.
Much has been said about her flagrant foul on Caitlin Clark that occurred during a dead ball, and it remains one of the most glaring examples of unsportsmanlike actions against the rookie.
I feel like whenever people think of the WNBA, this is probably what they think of. Or at least some people. They just think of this clip right here.
Unnecessary.
Or Chennedy
Carter.
Yeah,
this happened right after Caitlin made a big three-pointer. So Chennedy Carter was clearly frustrated and found a terrible way to show it. This is not even a basketball play, so you can't justify it with any logical reason. It looks like a clear attempt at physical intimidation, something that we don't see often on basketball courts in men's or women's competition in modern times. She was whistled for a flagrant foul on the play, giving Clark an opportunity to score additional points from the free throw line and ultimately hurting her own team. The Sky lost that game,
and that's another thing. Okay, well, it depends, but like, they act like it doesn't cost them. Now, do the refs be calling what they should, like kicking people out the game, giving flagrants or whatever? I ain't gonna lie, probably not. Something to foul. Like, I think that one right there was like a tech. How was that a tech? That don't even make sense. That's at least a flagrant 3, bro. I mean, a flagrant 2 at bare minimum. Get this lady out the game. I think that was a tech. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, then my bad. But I'm,
in the season series against Fever. So her effort to get Clark didn't exactly bring any positive result. While Carter was relatively diplomatic and civil in her post-game comments and denied having ill feelings towards Clark, her violent
act she posted on social media. I don't know how long ago it was after.
But Caitlyn hater on the internet. A wiser girl would have tried to keep quiet for a while, but obviously Carter isn't very good at controlling her emotions and handling upsetting outcomes. A few months after her infamous shove of Carter did another questionable thing to provide fuel for those who believe she is resentful towards the young sensation. This time, the trigger was a list of top WNBA players released by ESPN, which has Caitlin Clark ranked a dozen spots above Carter. Instead of congratulating those who earned a higher ranking, Carter published a very bitter post on social media. How I average less minutes and my stats top in the league, but I am at the bottom. This isn't adding up. So obvious, Carter wrote on her official Twitter account. She didn't mention Caitlin Clark by name, but her insistence that she has the best stats in the league is nothing short of delusional.
All right, let me put it this way. You had the best stats in the league. I'm sure you'd have made an all-star team. And I'm sure you did not make it. If you had the best stats in the league, I'm sure you would win MVP. And if not, be in the MVP race. Obviously, that's not the case. So, quite frankly, where is this coming from? 3-point shooting and that's it? I mean, for the making style, I mean, you can look at the strategy. I mean, we all can, and it's all y'all need to know. Like, what are we talking about here?
Carter was at the time averaging 16.9 points.
Some people just don't make sense to me, bro.
To go with 1.4 steals per game, while Clark had 17.9 points, league-leading 8.3 assists, and 1.4 steals per game. On stats alone, ESPN is totally justified for ranking Caitlyn higher than her older foe. And the same could be said for other WNBA stars that appear near the top of this list. As much as Carter seems to begrudge Clark, she's not even her biggest adversary on the Sky team. That would be Angel Reese, who has a history of taunting Caitlyn dating back to their college days. The two were competing for the Rookie of the Year award, which adds another layer to a soap opera that's been going on for years. Angel at least deserves credit for being honest about her provocations on the court and rivalry with Clark. Plus, she is a bit more sophisticated when talking with the media. Here is a very interesting quote.
Did y'all see what's been going on with her recently? Like, why is it always something with her, bro? And why she really be talking to her teammates, bro? Like, for real. Like, saying your teammate cannot come back from an ACL, saying this and that publicly, let alone, even just saying that to them is already crazy. Let alone you're saying that in the public, in the media? Like, you know it's bad when you get suspended from the team because of the comments you said about your own teammates, and then, I mean, apparently she just had to play 3 games. I mean, I just saw, when I was scrolling on my phone right before I hit the record button. She hasn't played like the past 3-4 games. And I mean, I saw something that said she just didn't feel like good enough to play, or like she just couldn't play, or whatever. I'm like, bro, it's always something with her, bro. I'm telling you, it's always something. Injuries, what is going on? Just lock in. What did Haiti Van Lith do to you and the other girl? Well, let me know what y'all thoughts about all
on the
that,
topic
bro.
of where the limits of trash.
Like, how do you get suspended by your own team? It's not because you're hurt or you're playing or you did or like you.
they think it's personal. But when I get between the lines, if friends or anything, if my teammate right here went to play for another team, I'm going to be competitive. I'm going to talk trash to her just because I'm super competitive, and that's what we do. But off the court, we're going to kick in and have fun. I think that's a part of the game, and just trying to normalize, like, trash talking is okay, but not taking it personal off the court. And obviously that has become a thing, and people are just trying to make it seem like it's something. But I love Caitlin, and I love her game, and I admire everything that she's done.
Okay.
You can't fool me, girl.
Make some sense, or it would have had Reese stayed on talk only. She did not. And during a game against Caitlin Clark,
that is not, no, that's not normal. That's above and beyond. That's
a firestorm of epic proportions. While this foul admittedly was within the flow of the game, it resulted in another hit to the head.
Like, she's saying one thing, but then the other thing, like, what she does is not even.
Form your own opinion whether it was motivated by Angel's hate for the Indiana guard. As usual, Caitlin was unperturbed and simply went on as if nothing happened.
Every time I look at that clip, I just see something that I did not see the first time. I promise you.
We wonder, however, if she might have made a little mental note that she has a debt to settle with the Chicago Sky. She approached the next game against Chicago.
This one she got rammed over.
And came pretty close to a triple-double with 23 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. Let's enjoy Clark's highlights from this game, which the Fever ultimately won. As you can see, there is plenty of evidence that trash-talking Caitlin Clark just
it's just not what you want to do.
The girl has ice in her veins and doesn't waste any headspace pondering insults and hits inflicted on her by her opponents. She stood her ground and discredited many of her haters, but never had to use words to do so, as her basketball genius requires no explanations. Despite having a track record of playing better when challenged, Clark will likely continue to face occasional incidents similar to those we just discussed. Her approach to silencing haters is perfect and will eventually prevail. She just needs to keep hitting more of those.
Hey man, if you did stay this long to the end of the video, I truly do appreciate you for watching me. If y'all do want to react to, especially this one right here or this one, y'all would just let me know down below in the comments below. But if you have not subbed to the channel, man, please subscribe. And if you do want to become a member of the channel, there will be a link down in the description below. So that being said, without further ado, y'all boys can have a blessed day in Jesus' name. Let me know how y'all feel. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, man? See y'all boys in there. So, y'all.